I don't usually use this deck, but I was putting my cards away and two fairy cards fell. We have Death as well as this one right here, the Singers of Courage. So let's take a look at what all that really means, because as I said, I'm not familiar with this book. I don't use it very often. Okay. Natural, timely endings, release, liberation. Scary, eh? Before you panic, let's remember that if it were not for Death and all her hard work, we would all be up to our ears in alligators and mayflies, each other, and just about everything else. Without her to clear the world of new life, this applies to all realms, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, and other. The Death card in all oracles, fairy, tarot, and other does not usually signify actual physical death. In fact, this is rarely the meaning. Rather, it indicates a significant change, one that involves letting go of the old life in order to move forward with the new. What we really fear about death is unknown, though what's next of it all. We may be experiencing great pain as a result of holding on to aspects of our life that we have outgrown. But humans tend to hold on anyway because we know what is next. We don't know what's next. We want guarantees, and instead we get open doors into unknown, darkened spaces. Yet, when we go through these doors, closing them behind us, we discover a whole new world, one in which we can grow and develop into more of what we have the potential of being. So here we see Death, her face hidden, without form, holding a dark crystal ball. She herself cannot herself see the future. Something has reached a natural ending, and there is substantial and irrevocable changes in the works. This change may be inner or outer, or most likely both. It is timely and natural, but there may be much resistance to it. Leaves fall every autumn. In the spring, the trees are green again with new leaves. Make room for the new in your life. Let the old go, lovingly, gently, willingly. Oh, I love it. Okay. And then we're going to talk about this card number 8. The Singers of Courage. I think that seems to be like it lines up. I'm not familiar with these cards. I don't use them very often, but these fell out, and this is like smacking me with some shit, man. My baby's waking. She hears me talking. The Singer of Courage. Bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength. Someone once said that courage is not the absence of fear, but that which enables us to experience fear and not be stopped by it. It also what enables us to do what we believe to be right, even when there is pressure from others around us to do otherwise. It is what enables us to go ahead into the unknown or the perilous, where there are no guarantees of safety or security. In our lives, we are often, even constantly, confronted with new world, a new way of being in the world, a new way of seeing and of being seen. Ordinary living takes courage, and to rise above the ordinary into the extraordinary takes even more courage. One of the keys to courage is to consider the fear and find a way to let the energy of the fear itself power the reaction. This is true courage. Often people think of courage as being part of a high heroism. It is, but it also has its quiet, hidden side as well. And that may require greater courage because we cannot accept the rewards of praise and approval for it. For example, no courage is needed to be unhappy and self-pitying. We do not need to be self-disciplined or wise for that. However, to open our hearts, to take risks, and vulnerability of joy and trust requires us all these things, especially courage. Within each of us, there is a terrified inner mouse, and there is the inner brave inner hero. Either part of us can take over from the other. We get to choose which is in charge. The mouse is the magician with only one trick. It can cast an illusion that is as big as an elephant. Then fear nearly overwhelms us, but we still have a choice. Learning to live with and manage the reactive animal within involves transforming emotions like rage and fear into courage through self-discipline and the help of the Singer of Courage. Most people have decided by the age of 3 or 4 what they must do in order to survive. From this decision, this belief about how the world is, most of our fears and self-limitations grow. Have we the courage to discover and break these through limiting beliefs, awaken to greater possibilities, and go for our objectives? We need to transcend our fears and accept the gift of courage.